company we keep. Do 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 do. After the company heroes went their separate ways, I did try working on my own for a bit, and I'll admit it was nice being able to pick my own battles. But if you want to make a real difference, you need to find a good crew and stick with them. Speaking of former Crystal Graves, oh my god, that's a name. I have not seen Ergamus of late. Constantly away on missions as he is. I wonder how he fares. No, not you again, Alphino. On official business. Ooh, Zafir. Chicken fettuccine. I had to think there, I did actually know that one. Golden pineapple juice or lemon muffin. Why is it always lemon? I love muffins, but I'm not a fan of lemon in them. I know a lot of people are, but... Lemonette. Ooh. I mean, none of these are really great, but I've got to pick one of them. What's a Zephyr? Twilight apple puree. So, is it like oh, what they called? The hard white things. That I can't remember what they're called, but you might know what I mean. Pass. I'm going to be picking that from the looks of it, but pass. Avano is keen to hear what Alice and Grahatia have learned from the braves who turned their back on the cause. Artificial business. Well, I think we have taken up enough of our colleagues' time, and I am conscious of the life-affirming testimony that less life-affirming testimonies await. Let us make our way to Gridania and hear what the others have learned. Doodles, you two. Alright, where are we heading? To the Lancers Guild. Nice. On the way here, I took the opportunity to write up my notes from our conversation with Elaine and Riol. All that remains is to add Alice and Graha's findings, whatever they may be. When Alice sets her mind on something, there's no stopping her, and her mind was truly set on finding former braves. For a while I even feared what she might do to them, but in the event she was admirably civil, for the most part. Thanks to Totaro's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, others less so, but we heard enough to form a picture. I must warn you, Alphino, some of their comments were harsh. I can well imagine, but their opinions are no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Thank you. I will set about adding your findings to my own at once. In the meantime, I pray go on ahead to Little Solace and seek out Elder Frixio. I will join you anon. Leave me to attend to the report and join the others in Little Solace. I shan't keep you waiting long. I know how playful the sylphs can be. Hawthorne Hood, I think. Let's teleport there without checking. Without even having a look at the map. Let's just guess. Huzzah! Oh my god, I forgot you can fly. I always forget that they added flying in the Realm Reborn areas. This area is cancer without flying. Oh my god. I'm so happy. How high can you go? Wow, actually fairly high. Like some of the areas, they kept the ceiling quite low. Like Outer Lenosia is quite bad for that, I think. Though I had the honor of sharing a table with Elder Frixio in Alamigo, I did not have the opportunity to speak with him. I do hope my studies have granted me a sufficient grasp of his people's customs. Just essentially, they're like toned down pixies. Now that I think about it, of the four of us, only you and Alphino have had any real experience in conversing with sylphs. Still, it can't be that hard, can it? Ah, welcome, Brave One, and friends of Brave One. How good it is to see you walking once again so soon after the meeting. Should this one perform the customary dance of greeting? No, be at ease. It is true that these ones delight in making walking ones dance, but no more. Horned One, Kani Senna, said that walking ones would be coming to Little Solace. Imperial ones also invaded Sylphlands and abducted many of these ones. So, these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. That is heartening to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Telephorid. These ones will try very hard, of course. But in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice walking ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh, another pretty silver-haired one, and in quite a hurry it seems. Alice, you must come quickly. Whatever's the matter, Alphino? Don't tell me you couldn't read my handwriting. What? No! A twin other officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Charlian has sent an envoy, who is due to arrive in Gridania any moment. An envoy? Could it be that Kryl has managed to sway the forum? We shall know soon enough, but there is more. The envoy has requested the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Seedseer. Really? I can't see why they want Scions to be present. But us specifically? Oh, I can see why. Wait. It isn't who I think it is it? It is. I could scarce believe it myself. But when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told it was one Forshal Leveler. Your father? Well now. The fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be surprising enough, but him? Quite. I gleaned from this that they are taking the matter seriously. That may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 Forum members? Unless he volunteered for it. It has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being? Perhaps. But he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Indeed. And whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Frixio, loath though I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Gridania. Pray accept our apologies, along with my report. Never mind. There will be time to talk later. This one won't keep the walking ones from more urgent matters. Go! The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seedseer awaits even now. Let us be on our way. I mean, I know how this is going to go. He's going to reject us outright, and then I'm going to bet he's going to try to force Alphino and Alice to return with him, in which they will refuse. Don't mind this one. The walking one should head back to Gandania with the others. If this one has any questions about the report, this one will be sure to send word. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, so there was the guitar. I have a feeling this is going to be a voiced scene. Welcome, Warrior of Light. The Elder Seedseer and your friends are waiting within. After all this time, it will be good to see my father, even if it is at an official meeting. 99 may seem like rather a lot of members, but before the Forum was founded, every person of age in Charlene was given equal say in its governance. Many of the institutions there are still active today were established by the people's vote, not least the stadium. As Alice and I were constantly reminded during our time there, it is an example of what can be achieved through absolute democracy. During my time in Charlene, I heard much of Fortuno, nor Leveleur. He is a gifted speaker, known among other things for his uncompromising application of foreign policy. My friends, I thank you for all coming so swiftly. Word of Master Fortuno's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mistress Cryo permission to request Charlene aid, we did not anticipate so prompt a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. With the nature of that reply, what the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover. Prepare to be disappointed.
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortuno Leveilleur, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisois, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life. Who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
Oh my god, there's some big options. So better to fight and fall than wait for the axe to fall. Ooh, that's a good one. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one to pick. It is in your power to save us. Refuse and you condemn us. No. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Nice quote.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike him, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alizé, As of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What?
Father!
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fourcheneau, while Charlian may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Charlian's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Father! Wait!
Don't bother, Alize!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
Well, regardless of what he says, the name Leveilleur belongs to Louis Soir, and him alone. You cannot take that away. It was not so very long ago that we had a friend and neighbour in Charlian, and so I clung to hope that she might yet lend us her strength. But when she forsook Dravania, it would seem she forsook us all. In order to avoid conflict with Garlemald, the Forum went so far as to order the abandonment of the entire city-state. Their refusal to aid us now is, I'm sorry to say, entirely consistent with their historic position. Is it we who walk the path of ruin? Time will tell. So that's what he came here to say? That we're all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Telephoroi? And as for the rest, like it or not, this was the Forum's decision, to watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger, and as he handed down their judgment, I could think of nothing to say that could possibly sway him. I still can't. To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, for it is not only Master Fourcheneau who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. Their decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed, and so we shall face the Telephoroi without their aid. Forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel, as they are wont to do? Alex! Has Master Fourcheneau arrived yet? Oh, then it is as I feared. My efforts were in vain. I pleaded our case to as many Forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not exactly true. I should rather say that they ignored every word I said on the subject, without exception. It was most unnerving. Could it be that they are hiding something from us? That might go some way to explaining Master Fourcheneau's performance. I mean, he definitely seemed like unfazed at the mention of the final days. I do feel like they're going, like, based on the trailer for Endwalker as well, I feel like they have records of the Ancients, or something along those lines. So when someone refers to the final days, it's like a, Like you even know what that means, sort of thing. When he said that they wouldn't know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as pride. But what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end, and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? That I don't know, but something tells me they are not as unconcerned about the Telephroi as they claim. If the threat weren't real, why else would they be so standoffish and secretive? I would very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with my other mission, researching Heidelin and the Ethereal Sea. I tried enlisting the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. Obstructed at every turn. So it would seem, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintances we have between us, we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here, when the time is right, of course. I am aware that matters in Eorzea stand on a knife edge, but with your permission, I could at least start making the necessary arrangements. I have always wanted to visit Sharlayan. And so you shall, albeit under less than happy circumstances. It may take a while to secure entry for you all, but I'll let you know when everything is in order. Look after yourselves in the meantime, won't you? Your speculations give me cause to hope. Yet if these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible the Sharlayans hid some secret truth from us, there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt in them a change of heart, and so, for the present, we must needs confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telephroi. Even with all of Eorzea standing united, there is no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Sharlayan intend to do if we fall, or fail? Sure, Zephyr. Bum 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 bum. With their knowledge, Sharlayan could have done so much for the cause. They could have helped us uncover the secrets of the towers and save the tempered captives within. And yet, gods! Throughout my childhood, I remember grandfather arguing with my father over Sharlayan policy of non-intervention, and this time it was my turn to play the role. But if even my grandfather could not win him over, what choice had I? If words exist that may sway him, I know not what they are. The Forum includes representatives from all of Sharlayan's central institutions. With them hindering Kryle's investigation, she will struggle to make any headway on her own. Death unto dawn. Ooh, and the shush emote. Interesting. Kani Senna seems determined not to let the disappointment of Sharlayan's rejection distract her from the task at hand. While Sharlayan's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much and more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the Forum's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask that the Scions... Grave tidings, walking ones! Grave tidings! Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? These ones who went to see feathered ones sent terrible news. Destroying ones have appeared in Zilfatol. Destroying ones and captured ones, and even frightful godly ones. Feathered ones didn't stand a chance and were sent flapping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes, much too late. But luckily, destroying ones were only passing through and continued on west. Feathered ones who did not fight were left unharmed. West. That would be Kurthus. My lady, the Ishgardians report that the Telephoroi have emerged in the eastern highlands of Kurthus and are marching at speed. Though their purpose is yet to be determined, the Cardano Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Emmerich has already dispatched his forces and requests our immediate support. Tell him he shall have it. The time has come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cardano. Wait! This one almost forgot. Destroying ones were said to be led by Cackling Road One. This one must see that all walking ones know. Farewell. Daniel? Who else? It was only a matter of time before the grinning maniac showed himself again. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cardano. Pray see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. At once, my lady. Let us away. The airship will be ready to depart ere long. I bid you make for the landing as soon as you're able, and may the 12 keep you. Alright, that's it. I was just curious if you could sit in that seat. It kept catching my eye. So I know what's about to happen, but I'm not going to spoil it. It's cool though. Oh my god, it's busy. I have appraised our comrades at the Rising Stones of our situation. They will head directly to Cardano. Alphano has been unexpectedly delayed, but you should probably go and see for yourself. He's by the entrance. Ah, Fordola. Ah, Alex, it would seem Fordola has come all the way to Gridania to find us. I have explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent. Aye, it'll be over sooner if you shut up and come with me. Oh, please be voiced. I'm so bad at doing Fordola's voice. Oh, it might be.
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? the day I crane my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The chirurgeons say I may never walk again. Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
We carry the dreams of many, we carry yours too. We'll be sure to give your regards to the Telephoroi. Some things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over yet.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero, do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. Then I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Oof. After Peggle then, I assumed the Telephoroi would continue to target settlements. But it is plain they considered Zelvatol a mere obstacle on the road to Cardano. What then draws them to the flats? We must keep a close eye on their movements. I mean, it is fucking flooded with ether. Like, to see it, nothing else. Especially because it's Phoenix and Bahamut's ether. And I rather doubt that Fort Dola obtained the Kyrgyz's permission before bringing Ironbolt halfway across the realm. And solely to deliver a message at that. They should both have known better. But what's done is done, and I will not soon forget his words. You can tell me later what that was all about, but judging by the set of Alphino's jaw, it appears to have done him some good. Thankfully the others have already left the Rising Stones, and according to the communications officer, Maljan Kobold forces are also bound for Cardano as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made in Alamigo, and we must do the same, by saving as many of their tempered kin as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going. Upon joining the Battle of Cardano, oh my god, why call it that? God, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to participate in the battle, and view these scenes in their entirety. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. Ooh. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again for the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Wow, this sounds significant.